Alright, let's talk about one of the most important and honestly most misunderstood numbers in your entire financial life, your credit score. Today, we're going to crack the code. We're going to break down exactly what it is, how it's calculated, and most importantly, the simple things you can do to build it up and save yourself a ton of money. Let's dive in. So, first things first, why should you even care? Well, look at this number, over $100,000. That's how much extra you could end up paying in interest on a typical 30-year mortgage, all because of the difference between a fair and an excellent credit score. So yeah, this isn't just some grade on a report card, it's a number that has a massive real dollar impact on your wallet. Okay, so that leads to the big question, right? What is the secret formula behind this incredibly powerful number? For so long it's felt like this big mystery, but it's really not. It's just a specific calculation, and once you know the recipe, you can start cooking up a much better score. So let's start right there. Section 1, this six-figure number. We're going to break down what this score actually is and why it carries so much financial weight. At its very core, your credit score is simply this. A three-digit number somewhere between 300 and 850 that basically gives lenders a snapshot of how likely you are to pay back money you borrow. Think of it as your financial report card. And listen, the one that really matters is the FICO score. A staggering 90% of top lenders use it. So for our chat today, when I say credit score, what I really mean is your FICO score. And you know, it's not just for huge loans like a mortgage. Lenders check it for car loans, for credit cards. Even landlords look at it to decide if they're going to rent you an apartment. Heck, in a lot of states, insurance companies even use it to figure out how much you'll pay for car insurance. This number pretty much follows you everywhere. So the scores are broken down into these basic tiers, all the way from poor up to exceptional. Obviously, the goal is to climb as high as you can, because just moving up one level, say from good to very good, can unlock way lower interest rates and literally save you thousands of dollars. The very first step is just finding out where you stand right now, which brings us right to Section 2, decoding your score. Okay, this is the good stuff. We are about to pull back the curtain and show you the 5 exact factors that make up this all-important number. And here it is, the secret recipe. It's not magic, it's just math. And look at this breakdown. 2 things, payment history and credit utilization, make up a whopping 65% of your entire score. So if you want to make a real impact, and fast, that is where you need to focus your energy. The undisputed heavyweight champion of your credit score, making up 35%, is your payment history. It's super simple. Do you pay your bills on time? Every single payment you make on time builds trust. But get this, just one payment that's more than 30 days late can absolutely tank your score, dropping it by as much as 60 to 110 points. Consistency is everything here. Coming in at a very close second with 30% of your score is something called credit utilization. It sounds fancy, but all it means is how much of your available credit you're actually using. If your utilization is high, lenders get nervous. They see it as a sign you might be stretched too thin. The general rule of thumb is to keep this number below 30%, but honestly, for the best scores, you really want to be under 10%. Just look at this example. On both sides, the credit limit is exactly the same, $10,000. But on the left, that $9,000 balance puts you at 90% utilization. That screams risk. On the right, a $1,000 balance is just 10% utilization, which looks responsible and totally under control. It's the same exact credit card, but it has a completely different impact on your score. Now for the other 35%, length of credit history is just how long you've been managing credit. Older is better, which is why you generally shouldn't close your oldest credit card. Credit mix is about having a healthy variety, like some credit cards and maybe an installment loan. And new credit can ding you a little if you apply for a bunch of new accounts all at once. They're all pieces of the puzzle for sure, but your biggest wins are always going to come from those first 2. Alright, Section 3, your fastest score boosts. So now that we know the formula, we can start using it to our advantage. It's time to talk strategy. Here are 5 of the quickest ways to improve your score. You'll see they hit those big factors we just talked about. Paying down your balances, that directly tackles your utilization. Setting up autopay, that guarantees a perfect payment history. Becoming an authorized user on, say, a parent's old credit card is a great way to lengthen your credit history. And asking for a credit limit increase, that's a brilliant move because it instantly lowers your utilization ratio. I want to pause on number 3 for a second because this is just wild. 1 out of every 5 people has a mistake on their credit report that could be dragging their score down for no reason. You are legally entitled to a free report from all 3 major bureaus every single year at annualcreditreport.com. Seriously, go check it. It might be the easiest one you can get. Okay, let's head into our final section, Key Takeaways. Let's bring this all home and recap the most important things you can start doing, like today. So here's the bottom line. Your credit score isn't some random, mysterious grade handed down from above. It's a formula, and you can absolutely solve for a better result. Just focus your energy where it matters most, paying every single bill on time and keeping your credit card balances as low as possible. Those 2 things alone control 65% of your score. Small, consistent habits will lead to huge results. You are in the driver's seat here. And of course, a quick but important note, this is all for educational purposes. If you need advice that's tailored specifically to you and your situation, please make sure you talk to a qualified financial professional. So there you have it. You know the rules of the game now. We've given you the playbook. The only question left is, what's the first movie you're going to make? Thanks for watching.